Hello there, and welcome to episode 7 of the Transformers City Speakers podcast. As always, I am your host, Kev, joined with my fabulous co hosts.
Good afternoon, I'm Matt.
I'm Mark.
Yes, much like a recently released film, there are jokers to the left of me and clowns to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you guys. How has your life been with some Transformers action?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah, go on.
No, it's fine. Yeah, pretty good. I mean, we've just been testing since the open, really. Just tweaking. Well, I have anyway. I've been tweaking my Metroplex deck, kind of looking at the spoilers and thinking about ideas, and yeah, just playing games with the local guys. How about you, Matt?
Yeah, much the same. Well, you are part of my locals.
Yeah.
Or I am part of your local guys. Yes, so much the same. Been playing with just various other things after the Energon Open. Just kind of taking in the spoilers as they've been coming in. Not many left now. We're still a month to go.
Yeah.
I'm kind of. I want something else. I need something else to fill my time.
I'm getting antsy.
But yeah, no, super excited. Yeah, we had a small event just a week ago, and got to keep things ticking over. Got to keep the thirsty gamers going.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just had a small 6-person event, and I understand Kevin did as well on the same or previous weekend. Yeah, so. This was, just 6 players, and I wasn't able to make this one, so I left this in the hands of James from Flip Flip Bang Bang to run it in my stead. So I hope he treated you guys well, and
yeah, he did. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know about my deck. He didn't treat my deck very well, but we'll get into that.
He was being rude, he's been touting the living weapon deck that he's been building through his blog, and then he just turned up with General Megatron and threw everyone a curveball.
Yeah.
So that was entertaining. So I have here the standings and the decks that they played, and in no particular order, we have Ed Bartlett. He travels down occasionally. I believe he lives somewhere London-based or nearby. So yeah, we only see him occasionally at our release events and such. So this was a nice surprise. He brought down a King Starscream build with General Optimus.
Yep.
So that is interesting.
Always happy for me to see a King Starscream.
Yeah, King Starscream, so close to being on the edge of competitive play.
Like he's there. He's like the mid tier. I think he's like a perfect mid tier deck. Like he's still good, but he's not quite good enough to be top tier and like consistent in tournament.
Like when he hits you, you know about it.
Oh yeah, he still does it. If they get the setup and the crowns, like he's still going to hit hard. But there are some pretty hard counters to it. So
yeah,
it's kind of rough to play him when you know major shockwaves in the environment, right?
Yeah, well, security checkpoint exists, so yeah, it's kind of
I mean, just security checkpoint. Anyone that's playing blue.
That card is a thing too.
Yeah.
Next up, we had James who brought along General Megatron.
Yeah, I think it was just the Mondo Spanner. I don't know if he tweaked it or not, but I know it was based around that.
Yeah, I recall. Yeah, I mean, it was at least based upon. I recall that he was building something at the same or similar time to when Mondo had released the deck contents.
Yeah.
So it's either it's very close to or it is that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Ralph and Wayne Wong made the journey down.
They did.
Dave with Soundwave from the Soundwave Blaster set, and Wayne with Superion, making another comeback. I thought we'd got rid of him.
I'm not sure how he decided on Superion. I know he said he had a few decks that he was considering bringing. I don't know if he just rolled the dice or just woke up and picked one in his half awoken stupor. I don't know, but yeah, he ended up with Superion.
That makes things even worse. um, Michael came down with Blur, so playing the aggressive Blur, untap and go.
Hyper aggressive Blur.
Yeah, hyper aggressive. Yeah. And then lastly, yourself, Mark, with Metroplex.
Yep.
How did it all go down?
Well, for me, it was pretty as average as you can get. So my first round, I was up against James from Flip Flip Bang Bang, playing General Megs, and it was real bad. I had heard that he might be possibly bringing it, and I brought Metroplex with the intention of playing against it, because I was like, I haven't played this matchup yet. I want to see how it is. I think it's going to be pretty bad, but let's see. And I was right. It's pretty bad. So once General Megs was set up, there's just nothing I could really do. I'm just flipping to bring guys out because that's what you want to do. And then he's just pinging them to death and then attacking into Metroplex anyway. So, I mean, I'm sure there's ways I can play around it now that I know this is how it goes down. But yeah, in this first game, it was real bad. I didn't kill Aimless for ages. He just kept on surviving with bravery on him. So yeah, that was real bad. Game 2, I can't remember what I sideboarded in. Oh, was it? Yes, I had disarms in my sideboard. So that was at least something.
Okay. Yeah, at least slow it down a bit.
Yeah, so I put those in my sideboard after the open to help deal with Shockwave and other matchups as well, but mainly Shockwave. Extra paddings, stuff like that. So I even played Disarm against Megatron in Game 2 and still wasn't able to push through enough damage in Metroplex. Just got slowly pinged to death. It was painful, but it was good for me to see how the General Megatron deck works in action and like the interactions with Metroplex. So yeah, you got to play a different game plan, I think. So you can't bring your guys out all the time. You've got to just kind of go in more with Metroplex because they are blue, so you can get away with that anyway. But I think most of the time just got to go with him every time. But I'll play it more and we'll see.
Yeah, I can see it. I just think there's just such good utility on the small bots that it's hard to forget and ignore them too much. So
you can't ignore them, but I think you've just got to bring them out and still go with Metroplex, if that makes sense.
It's really hard to get any attacks on the general though, right? Because does Metroplex have any answers to bravery?
In my sideboard, no, wait, I was running main deck Vaporizers this time.
Nice.
So I do now, but yeah, I don't think most people were running main deck Ramming Speed or Vaporize. So
I think the advent of utilities from the Energon Open just meant that a lot of people started mainlining Ramming Speeds and Vaporizers.
That's what happened to me. I took out the Armed Hovercrafts and put in Vaporizers instead.
Fair enough.
The amount of games I've played, as that General Megatron list, and I've gone, oh, there's a bravery on Aimless. Can you deal with it? No. Excellent.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I had them, and I still couldn't get through Aimless in Game 1, so I just didn't see them. So,
I mean, you're regularly flipping like 7 cards on the
exactly. Yeah, they go so quickly, but I mean, yeah, I just need to play it more and see what I can do. But I think the game plan is to bring the little guys out, just expect them to die anyway, so don't attack with them, just attack with Metroplex every time.
Yeah, I think quick pierce and direct damage is like the most efficient way of removing Aimless.
Yeah.
If you can manage that outside of going ridiculous bold levels.
Yeah, so maybe bring out 6-gun and get the ping, the guaranteed one.
Yeah, 6-gun does one.
When you're attacking, you get the one guaranteed.
Oh, of course. Yes, yeah. From Metroplex, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then if you get your trigger as well, that's 2 plus damage. Yeah, good.
And then save Slammer to bring out and get the guaranteed kill. Like use him to do the last damage.
To be the finisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try going forward. But good games to James. He utterly destroyed me. So that was me 0-1, and then round 2 I played against Mike. I had to think about it then. I couldn't remember who I played. I played against Mike. We have played this matchup a lot recently. So he was playing Blur, his new version of Blur, and it's I don't know what is the word that I'm looking for. It's
using
troublesome.
Lionizer, right?
It's troublesome. Let's put it that way. Yeah, he is using Lionizer, and it hits big. It hits real big.
Yeah. I had some fun with it a little while back with using Sentinel Prowl and Prowl 1. And that was really good fun. So yeah, I can imagine.
Sure, and against Metroplex, he can obviously risk the Peace through Tyranny play a bit more and just go big straight away with Blur, because Blur doesn't get to untap if I haven't brought anybody out, so he can just Peace instead and go twice. So I mean, we've played it a lot because we play a lot. So I can't remember what the final score was. I can't remember, but I won. I won against Blur. Metroplex was just hitting too big.
But Blur with only 10 health. It's that's the real big downside to Blur. I think
I was just using the little really guys to soak up the big attacks. I think in one of the games, I was doing city mode stuff as well, just attacking city mode just to get the extra defense. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there wasn't really anything stand out that I can remember from that matchup. Just Blur hits big, Metroplex hits big. Who can hit bigger? Basically.
You've got 35 health.
Yeah, and I've got the small distraction guys as well, so that
plus
does help.
those, yeah.
So that was me at 1-1, and then in the final round I faced Dave, playing Soundwave.
Nice.
I didn't face Wayne in the final round for the first time in 3 or 4 tournaments.
I think we just worked out it was four events.
Yeah, that one was the 4th event. Yeah, it would have been the 4th that I would have faced him. So yeah, I was playing Dave, playing Soundwave, and again, that was first time I played Soundwave in the flesh, other than the pre-con build.
Sure.
And yeah, it was good. It was real close games. So we ended up going to time. At what it was 1-1, and we had 13 minutes left, and we were like, should we play or should we just draw? And we were like, 13 minutes is enough. Let's just play.
Okay.
So we played. We went to time, and I had Metroplex and one of the little guys out. I think it was 6-gun, and he had just Soundwave. I had to do 4 damage, I think. But he was
so it was really close.
He was extra paddinged up.
Sure.
And I didn't get anything substantial to pump at all. So I just went in on my one turn in turns, and I did 2 damage.
Oh.
So I was too short. But it was close. It was all 3 games were real close. They were real fun games. Like, they were grindy, but they were fun. They were the fun grindy matches.
How many recovered cassettes did he get off?
I think only 1.
Because that card is amazing.
Recover cassette I
love that card.
Smart. Yeah, it's very good.
I think 1. I can't remember. But yeah, even just the Buzzsaw ability, just playing weapons. Is it playing armors? No, weapons. It's blue weapons, right?
He plays a blue weapon.
Weapons. Yeah, that. He was just playing Free Scoundrels Blasters or whatever. And just nice.
Very good.
But the hand disruption was the main thing. He's flipping, bringing somebody out, looking at your hand, putting your best card on top, and then the next turn he's espionaging and taking whatever else he wants out your hand because he's already seen it. So yeah, that was pretty brutal, especially against me. Right? He's just like, "Oh, you're two bold enablers. No, they're both gone." Or you got two flip cards. No, one goes, and then next turn I'll get the other one.
Yep.
So yeah, it severely limits my options.
Nice.
But yeah, it was real close. 3 down to time, pretty much as close as it can get. So yeah, it was fun. It
So
was
did
good
that
to see.
end on a draw? Or
Yeah, it was a
did
draw.
you-
It was a draw.
you
So
just
I was
called it a draw?
1-1
Yeah.
and 1, as literally as
1-1-1.
average as you can get in a 3-round tournament. But yeah, it was good games. It was good to see Dave and Wayne and Ed come down.
Yeah, that was really nice. It was a shame I wasn't there actually. Like,
Yeah, well, yeah, you weren't there. Joe wasn't there because he was also, I think he was working, and then Nick and Matt are away for Nick's wedding. So yeah, we were a lot of players short, but it was still fun. It was nice to play a bit more casual tournament where everyone was just kind of
homely.
like relaxed and just having fun, like just chatting about the game instead of like all tense and like keeping secrets.
Yeah,
I'm not telling you
it's
what's in my
definitely felt
sideboard.
like that. Yeah, it's definitely had that feeling for the last couple of months, really, hasn't it? Like on that run up to the trials and the Energon Open and stuff. Yeah, everyone's been quite cagey about what they've been running. Like, I think even somewhat between ourselves, just like, yeah, okay, this is the thing that we're playing and testing, but we're not necessarily talking about our sideboards because we're all talking about the things that we're playing. So like, I can't tell you everything.
Yeah.
I think you'll find that is a FOIP, sir. Find out in play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my 3 rounds. I can't remember if I've forgotten anything that happened in any of my matches against James or Michael or Dave. Then please feel free to chime in because my memory is terrible and it's been almost a whole week since the tournament. So, but you've got the final standings, haven't you, Matt?
I do, yes. So the reason why I commented that it made things even worse that Wayne pulled the deck at random.
Well, I don't know if it was at random. He might have actively chosen it. I just know that before he said that there was 3 that he was considering. So,
okay. Regardless, congratulations to Wayne.
Yes,
because
congratulations, Wayne.
You won the event with Superion. So yeah, once again, like he's still around. Like this is just that thorn in our sides.
He's still a problem.
Yeah, he just gets forgotten, I think. And then someone turns up and she's like, poo, I forgot to put in all that direct damage, or or whatever.
Oh no, I took my photon bombs out. I thought I was safe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Where's Battlefield Legend? Like, none of you are running Battlefield Legend. That was the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, maybe I could have done something against it with Metroplex, but I didn't get to play him, so...
I was getting some, like, small reports while I was away of, like, what was happening. And I'm like, man, Superion's there. Apparently I always miss Superion.
If I remember correctly, I believe that is the first time that Wayne's played blue competitively.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't know. That's a good point, actually. I know that he used to play cars a lot, so
he's very
orange. Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
He wanted to just give it a go.
Yeah. Why not?
He gave it a go.
He gave it a good go.
And won. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he can put it away.
Yeah. Undefeated Superior on deck. Just put it on the shelf.
Wicked.
Sounds like a cool event.
It sounds like it was really fun. Like I say, it was a shame I wasn't around.
Yeah,
you had one as well, though.
For a little bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, you had one in Southampton too.
Yeah, we had a little one. My player group have kind of found more important things to do of late now that the Open is done and dusted. And obviously
feels like a theme
in the way. Yeah, it's kind of like, oh right, the thing that we've been practicing for is done. There's now nothing to practice for because none of us are going to go to PAX, are we? So
well, maybe I think a couple of them are going, but
yeah. We can talk about that in a little bit.
It's very much gone down to we'll just try out some jank or see what we like and see if we can tweak that to a point. Not that there's any point because the meta will change in a month's time and it will be changed. But we'll enjoy the game whilst we can. So yeah, we're kind of in our wind down of the Wave 3 meta. Looking forward to see what we can tweak into going into Wave 4, because I think it's going to be much stronger to tweak existing Wave 3 meta decks with the new cards. I think that blue decks will see a big bonus because the set is basically blue and defense orientated. So I'm thinking that the established Wave 3 blue decks will continue to see play going into the beginning of Wave 4. Also expect to see orange still be around because new set usually aggro is the more dominating strategy in the early meta.
Yeah, agreed.
Bugs will probably see a comeback, no doubt.
Bugs is definitely going to see a comeback, but we'll talk about that later.
So we had 4 players turn up to our little casual event here. We decided to do a 3-round round robin just to see who could be the undefeated at the end of the day.
Yeah, top dog.
So 3 rounds. So I was playing Soundwave. So Soundwave is currently my little project. I have been tweaking him. After every event, I'm going, right, this isn't working. I need this to do this, or I need this to do this.
I think a lot of people picked up or looked at Soundwave after the Energon Open when Drew was just like, yeah, like Soundwave's good too, guys.
Yeah, Soundwave is good.
He just needs unlocking.
He just needs unlocking. You need to crack him.
So everyone's just kind of going, oh, okay, cool, right.
Okay,
so
cool.
let's go unlock him.
Let's go unlock him. Yeah, he's really good fun to play. I really enjoy the thinking behind him. Hand disruption is a strong strategy, and you don't need to lean into it. Like your flip ups and a couple of espionages are enough usually to do what you need to do. And then playing your cassettes with recover cassette is great. The ability to move damage off the board and then bring out a guy again is phenomenal. It's even better if you can, like, the best play in the deck is Brainstorm, Callous Leadership, Recover Cassette, and you just go, okay, well that's minimum 5 damage just off the board. Like that is phenomenal. That play disheartens even the most confident of players, because you've just gone, okay, well all that work you've done is gone, and my guy's back out.
And you get to heal Soundwave a bit as well, right?
You get to heal anyone. I've healed Amos a few times.
Oh, it's anyone.
It's anyone. That you can heal 2 from anyone. And people and you're like, oh, okay. Well, all that work I've done is null and void. Against the blue deck, it's just great. Apart from a specific blue deck, which we'll get to in a minute. But the main issue I've had is versus aggro. The worst thing that you can happen to the deck is your cassettes getting one shot. You need them to survive a hit. If they both just get one shot, you've basically just got 6 dead cards in your deck.
Sure.
I can confirm that. That's definitely how I won my game against Dave.
It's real bad when they get one shot. So obviously you're running blue, but when aggro decks are like, well, just take 15 to the face, and you're like,
but I can only take 9.
3, take more than 9 and die, and that is sad times. So not only do you have to try and keep your little guys alive, which is really difficult because you can't squeeze in force fields into the deck list because you're already running 8 to 10 white pips. And you don't want to waste armors on them because you're going to then put them under Soundwave and discard the armor anyway. So it's really difficult to try and keep them alive against aggro. If you can, brilliant. If you can't, that's sad times. The other problem you have against aggro that I found is that the smaller guys just don't pull their weight, because you build a deck and you're like, oh, maybe they clearly want to lean into Pierce, so that makes sense, right? Pierce is good, except against aggro decks, you're still only doing 3 to like their 10 health, 12 health guys. and
Yeah.
that's not enough. So not only do you need them to survive, you need them to also pull their weight. It's a really difficult balance in deck building, whilst you're also trying to make sure you're running all the things that make Soundwave good, because you still have to run your stuff like Callous Leaderships, Recover Cassettes, Escape Routes, and all that jazz. So it's really, really hard to get the balance right. I'm still working on it. I know it's there. I don't know how much of Wave 4 will help it. But we'll see. It's a really fun deck. And if you're like me and you like to play a little bit of control, it's definitely a good list to try and crack out and see if you can unlock it. It's good fun. What's not good fun is when you are paired up against Major Soundwave.
Oh.
So my first round was against Rob, one of our local players, who was running Battlefield Legend Alpha Trion, I think. And that was pretty worrying because two big guys who hit really hard.
Yeah, playing lots of free stuff.
That's quite scary. But luckily, I was able to survive a hit on I think he had I think he was coming in for 10 quite a lot, and I was able to just survive on 1 or 2 health before I could recover cassette. So I was able to mitigate damage, which was good. But yeah,
That's
second
good.
round, Major Shockwave. So Simon.
Oh, Shockwave, not Soundwave.
Major Shockwave, yes.
Okay,
Simon
cool.
was playing.
Now I understand.
Yeah, you said
I
Soundwave
was
first
like,
time. That's why I was like, ooh.
yeah. Oh, that did surprise me.
Major Shockwave, yeah, it's bad times because Major Shockwave does the hand disruption better than you.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to control a game state with no hand. Simon had decided post his top 8 with top 8ing the European Open with Superion that he was going to retire Superion. He was like, yeah, I've retired Superion, gonna try different things now, and decided to just build Major Shockwave. I was like, okay, yep, fine. And yes, top decking from turn 3 is bad, and you will lose. Because not only is he running, not only does he have the ability to discard your hand, he's also running Smelt and Vaporize. So anything you do play just goes.
Yeah.
One of the key things that Soundwave deck, that my Soundwave deck that I've tried out is doing, is playing data bank.
Yep.
Because you need the card draw. It's a very good, consistent card draw. +1 card every turn is great. Okay, especially when you're trying to control things and draw into your recover cassettes and your callous leaderships. It's really bad when you stick that and go, whew, okay, my game's going to be a bit easier now, and he immediately just goes Smelt, and you're like, all right, back to square one. Yeah, so losing your hand and then having anything you do play scrapped immediately is bad times, and the deck is brutal. Simon does seem to lean quite into removal. He loves his removal. So if you're playing him, expect him to have vaporizes and smelts. It will happen. You will feel bad if you don't play around it, which you can do. So the next game, I tried to play paddings before my data banks, which would have been fine if I had drawn the data banks. So I had my paddings out; they would have been safe. The data bank would have been safe, but I never drew it. And the game is a lot harder if you don't see it. So that was 1-1 going into round 3. I played Ian, who I believe was playing a version of the general Megatron list. I don't think it was Mondo's. I think it was his own, but it was running similar sort of things, but not quite as optimized. And it was a win for me in that one. At which point I was like, hey, this deck list running this character lineup has just done really well. You should probably check out this list. At which point he was like, oh yeah, those cards are all really good, and I should probably run them.
Wait till after the victory.
Yeah, just be like, so these are cards you should run. Yeah, he was like, oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate, because deck building is not necessarily a strong point for everyone, is it? And knowing if someone's already done all the hard work for you, like then learning how to play a deck at its most optimized is really good for your playing level. So keep getting those reps in, getting your skills up.
Very good. And the more you play, the more you'll kind of slowly adopt the deck building thing as well, because you'll just see like, oh, I understand why this is in here, so then maybe I can apply that into another build.
Yeah, the more you play, you're like, okay, you're slowly building up your deck building skills by just absorbing information and going, oh, why is this card in here? Oh, that's why.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the pieces of the puzzle start falling into place.
Yep, it's a learning curve, especially if you've never played card games before, or
yeah, definitely.
This is your first card game. Not everyone has come into it from previous gaming experience, so because Transformers is such a well loved license, non-gamers have picked it up and it's brilliant.
Yeah.
No, it's very good.
I'm just spending a lot of time turning my new players into competitive players, and now we've got nothing to fight for. So
kind of awkward, but
kind of like come and play this game and get good at it, and then don't worry, there's no official events announced forever. So please, could we have some organised events, please? Thanks.
Pretty please, can we have some more, sir?
The open was awesome, but we don't get packs over here. Could we have an event at a convention at some point, please?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. You hit the nail on the head. Like, certainly from our crowd, and obviously I'm hearing it from you now, is that it's quiet.
It's quiet.
Like, aside from the new set that's coming out, and everyone will be excited for that, and I'm sure there'll be release events and some follow-up events just playing around with the new toys. But after that, for us over here, what is there? Like, we can run all of the store events that we want, but there's like you say, there is nothing to fight for. Like, I want to meet up with the rest of the UK again.
Yeah, absolutely. But also, there's nothing announced for America after PAX either, right?
No, not currently, I guess. But like, that's still a couple of months away.
That's my shining beacon of hope, is that possibly because we haven't heard anything more after PAX, is that maybe they're working on something behind the scenes, and we'll get something at the beginning of next year where they'll be like,
runs together.
There's a Transformers Pro Tour. Like, that would be the dream, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
I think that might be a ways off, but
yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
this is me
for sure.
Dreaming big, obviously. Like,
come February, I'd like that. Like, February would be a good time. Post Christmas, post January sales. Like, I think February, March would be nice to have something to play into. Even if it's just at a local level, like store championships, leading into regional championships. I mean, it's the FFG way of doing things, but it's great for a game that doesn't have a lot of money being put into it.
Yeah, it works
at the moment. And just like I'm a like, for me personally, I need to have a goal to aim for. Like, give me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I hear you.
I love testing, and I'm gonna really enjoy the new cards, and I'm gonna enjoy my release events. I'll enjoy, because I'll play sealed for that weekend and then never ever play it again.
Well, you say that, and then they're going to announce the format for all the events going forward is half sealed.
No, please don't. I mean, I get it. I appreciate that it's a different skill set. However, it's a skill set I do not wish to play. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
I love Constructed. I think it's a great format. But I do not want to be cracking boosters in the middle of an event.
No, I'm similar to you. Like, I like sealed for things like release events, but for anything else, I'm good.
The format changed, right? There was a reason that the UK community were like, "Hey, could we not do 4 rounds of in the Energon Open, because that will be awful.
Yeah, I mean it's slightly different for the American events because they do have more events, so people can still just go to other events and play Constructed. Whereas for us, this was our one big event, right? And it's like we spent all this money like getting into this game and then building our deck, and then and now we can't play our deck. Like what?
So something similar that happened at UK Games Expo. I mean, it's for a different game, but they did it with their Keyforge set. So they have their Vault Tour, and you're playing in whatever format that Vault Tour is. But on the side, you can either take part in these little pods of other formats. So something like that, I think, would work quite well in this situation. So like your main advertised one is Constructed, for instance, and then you've got side events. Like this is like when you dropped from your Constructed, or you just actually, you know what, I do actually fancy Sealed, because I actually really like Sealed. I've said this a few times. I actually quite enjoy it, and I appreciate the different way to build, and actually appreciate half the cards that we don't get to see and use in Constructed.
Sure.
But anyway,
absolutely.
So I think that would be good for a sideboard event.
For a side event, Sealed is fine, absolutely fine. But it's certainly.
But yeah, this is more on that thing. Like as UK, we don't really get the opportunities to attend a lot of
events,
these giant conventions,
general,
giant gaming conventions, where games are run, let alone Transformers.
Don't get me wrong, I'm sure right now that the American players are putting some reps into playing Sealed.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But for me, like, I don't have the time to test Constructed and Sealed.
Okay.
I don't have the money to test Sealed. I'm going to be honest.
Right, for a competitive event, like if I were to go to PAX, this is how it would happen. All right, I would win my first 2 games, probably, and then I'd play 3 rounds of Sealed and lose all 3. Then even if I win my next 3 games, there's no way I'm cutting on a 5-3 score. That is not happening. And for someone who would have to fly into the country, that's not worth it for me.
I agree.
But if you want to run Sealed events, do it, right? This is what release events are for. If you want to run Sealed events as side events, do it. That's what side events are for. Hell, like I'd be more inclined to play Booster Draft than Sealed, because yes, it's a limited format. However, that's like there's a lot more that goes into playing Booster Draft, right? And that's where the reps would be.
We just don't know if that's viable with this game though, because of the way the boosters are set up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think we've really tried it though either.
I think it's doable. I just don't know if it would be good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe they're just experimenting. Maybe they'll see. Maybe they want to do it to see what the results are and see what the feedback is after.
Yeah. Yep. That's fair enough. And like because it's the big end of year event, like that everyone's qualified for. If people know going in that that's what it is, then I think that's fine. Even though I don't like Sealed either, but I think it's fine. Like because it's the big end of year thing, like to at least try it.
Yeah, if it's Worlds, it makes sense because you want to promote both formats of the game. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, that you want to promote the 2 skill sets needed to play the game at the top levels. That's fine if there had been tournaments preceding it where Sealed / Booster Draft was the main format.
Yeah.
All right, if you had 6 months, 8 months, 10 months.
That's what they do in Magic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then they have a season where like the GPs are all sealed, and then all the qualifiers will also be sealed, so that you're playing Sealed to practice for the main thing.
Absolutely.
It's something along those lines.
You can record everything, because that's what you do. You record your wins and losses and what made a difference, and you can record how you're drafting or what's working and what's not. Right. That makes sense. But isn't the format for the. It also depends on what sets you're going to have for the sealed portion, right? One would
Yeah, I don't know if they've announced that yet.
Is it going to be 3 Siege 1, 3 Siege 2? Is it going to be 6 Siege 2? Who knows? This is information that would be really nice to have as a player going to that event. I don't need that information. I'm not a player going to that event, but
Yeah.
I'm sure other people would like it.
Yeah,
Maybe-
there are going to be a few people
And maybe that is out there and we just
outside
don't
of
know.
US.
And if it is, then we apologise. But as far as I know, I haven't seen anything about that.
I would imagine it's siege related.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would have thought.
but
And it would
Siege
probably-
2, 6 of Siege doesn't sound fun. I'm not gonna lie.
It would probably lean into Siege 2.
Yeah,
A little bit of lean, and I'm
Yeah,
sure
like
it'll be
4 and 2 or something.
I just hope that the players going will be able to enjoy playing mixed format as much as they'd enjoy playing constructed format, because that's what's important, right? The players'
Yeah.
enjoyment of the game. If the players aren't enjoying playing the game like that, then that's stuff that they can feedback they can take on board and go towards the future.
Yep.
I mean, at this point, I'm so starved for an organized play announcement that I will take playing sealed for the next UK event. If it's just sealed, fine, I'll play in it. I need something, but yes, I'm hoping that there will be something happening in the first quarter of next year to play for.
Yeah.
The game's doing well enough numbers wise to justify it. I think we pulled more players for the EU Open than any other event this side of the pond, right? So,
Yep.
I know,
And we know for a fact that some of the guys that were like, I don't know, on that northern border didn't make it down.
Yep.
So there is a good portion up that side as well, and there's like I can fully imagine half the south coast or half the southern side traveling to some of these places as well. So if it came to the point where we got like 3 or 4 of these, I'm going to call them regional sized events,
yeah,
and you had them like quarterly or 4-monthly or whatever, I think that would be something that a lot of the UK player base would be excited for and get playing
Yeah.
for, and
Well,
it's that we
we
can
had
see
56
something, you know.
in London, right? So we had 56 in London. Let's say out of those 56, we get 40 to 45 consistently, if every 3 months. That's great.
Yeah, I think that'd be really good.
Yeah. And if that starts happening, then it will just slowly build, slowly build, slowly build.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We get there.
I think that would be a good organised play schedule.
I also fully respect that it can't always be that the top place winner gets flown out, expenses
Oh,
paid
obviously, yeah.
to the States.
But
No, we are not. We're not asking for that.
And absolutely, that is not what we're asking for here. Like some nice prizes, sure, but it doesn't need to be of that level.
No, definitely not.
Also, like
Just
there's
something
other-
like official, like just have it making like even
playmat.
something similar to like the way Tekken does it in the FGC, where like you just have the store run events, but they can get certified as official like tour events, if that makes sense. So even though there's not necessarily anything like a big prize or anything for the local event, you feel included in the bigger picture.
I mean,
Yeah.
as Matt said there, I'd be happy with a deck mat or
Yeah,
something.
playmat,
Yeah.
yeah, just something.
Yeah,
Well,
playmats, all arts. You know,
All arts.
it's
Yeah.
things like this just don't feel too out of the realms of possibility.
No.
Again, some
And,
gold
yeah.
foil battle cards would look really nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Gold
Battle
foil battle
cards.
cards. Yeah.
Just saying.
That would
But
be
yeah.
a nice next step, actually. Battle
That's
cards.
where I am right now. I am hungry for more organised play announcements.
That's
Yep.
because they teased us with this nice big event, and now we
is.
want more.
I've had some crack, and now I'd like some more crack. Please.
Can I have some more cardboard crack, please?
Like,
It's
give
really
it-
Moorish.
Yeah. So, and I think the success of the EU Open has shown that it's definitely something they can look into. So hopefully there will be more. I'm sure that Wizards will be eager to announce any plans they have when they can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just keeping our fingers crossed. And like us, I don't want this to sound like we're being negative. Like we want the game to do well, so we want more events. That's all it is.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
is it.
This
Yeah.
is officially my main game. I have quit every other card game that I played.
Well, I
for
wasn't
various reasons.
playing any card
So-
games, and this brought me back into it. So, and it was a big decision for me because stopping Magic was also a big decision. So,
I've had so much fun playing this game.
exactly, same. Like,
It's so good.
yeah. So much so
I
that
just-
it's taken a lot of my time away from my other game, which I compete in, which is Tekken, and that's becoming a little bit of an issue for me personally. But that's my problem.
Sure.
As
Yeah.
I am unfortunately of a competitive nature, even though I am decidedly average as a player. So I would like some more competitive events. That's
Yes.
all. I'm really looking forward to the Wave 4 release events. They're going to be good fun.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
looking forward to the absolute smack random stuff that's going to happen. Someone's going to pull like a Lord Megatron, and someone's going to get killed by his ability. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So I was going to say, it does what?
He does what now? Excellent. So that's
Someone's
stuff
going
like
to pull overwhelming advantage and pull it off because we're playing sealed, so we're going to have all the pips.
Oh yeah. The stories. Yeah, I just got 15, and
that. Someone could mill out. You're only playing with 30 card decks after all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That could happen. So it's
Hadn't
gonna
even
be
thought of
great.
that.
Wait, hang on. I have a question. So if we're playing sealed, who gets the
Yes.
Triptychon pack?
Nobody.
It's not included.
Does
It
that
can
go
be
in
the
the
prize.
prize? Is that the prize?
It can go in the prize pool.
It goes in the.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah, I was just thinking that because how does that work? That's like an extra pack. Like,
Well, if you get 31 players,
yeah, one player just gets that pack and nothing else. That's your team. You don't get any battle cards. You're not allowed.
But yeah, that's going to be great. And so we are already preparing to hopefully run a pretty big release event in Southampton. I know that we are going to have pre-registration opening soon because I need to gauge how many people are going to come down to play,
Yep.
so I can sort out the prize pool. The current thinking for our release event is we are going to be running it on the 10th of November, so it's the Sunday of the release. So you can go somewhere else on Saturday and play there, and then come.
I wonder where you might go.
I wonder. And then come to Southampton on Sunday. Pre-registration is going to be opening soon. The idea behind it is I'm going to be asking for a bit more money on entry, and then everything, the extra money will just be going to the prize kit. So it's going to be, it would be £20 for 6 boosters to play. However,
Yep.
if I say £30 entry, okay, I can add 3 packs to the prize pool for every person that enters.
Yeah, so that ramps up pretty quickly.
So that ramps up pretty quickly, because the way I see it is release events are the best times to offer boxes of product for prize support. If
Yep.
I get 9 players pre-registered, that's a box extra to the prize pool.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I get 18 players pre-registered, I can put 2 boxes to the prize pool. You see where this is going, guys. Come and support the game in Southampton. And I can offer boxes. I hope to be offering boxes of boosters for the prizes. So if I get 9 players, we will distribute 30 boosters evenly among the top 4, I guess. If we get more than that, I can ramp it up. If I get 40 players, I can probably offer a box for the winner.
You're going to need to book out a lot of space at Bitsy.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. As long as it's not on the same weekend as a Magic pre-release, that'd be great.
Sure. I don't think it is. I think they
I think
they
we're all right.
purposely.
I think we've avoided
We've
it.
just had one. Yeah, so I'm
Excellent.
not expecting one around that time.
So yeah, that's going to be our release event plan.
Yeah.
Will be,
It's exciting.
I will be making sure that the Board in the City link goes up soon so that you can pre-register online. However, you can just phone the cafe and do it over the phone if that's easier for you.
Yeah, there's a link to the Facebook page in all of our video descriptions anyway.
Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. Hopefully, we can really make our release event something special. We've done really well on numbers for the previous 2 release events. Just want to see that grow as the game goes.
Absolutely.
I personally have introduced 3 new people this month into the game. So
Nice.
everyone
Excellent.
up.
Yeah.
Just need to-
So similarly, I've introduced to a couple, and there's a couple that have been on the fringes that have just kind of made more of an appearance.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
that's on the app as well. So we kind of rescheduled the way that we're doing like our meetup nights and days, and to make it a lot more appealing for those people, because previously we were doing them in relatively unsociable hours, like during the afternoons in the middle of the week.
Partly my fault. I should apologise.
No,
for that.
it's fine. Like, it's absolutely fine, and it's a time that people could come, and a few people did. Like, it was yourself, Joe came, Mike came, so there was a good few of us.
It's just because I finished work
and
so early comparatively to everyone else, because I started
and selfishly, it's my day off as well, so it's
right.
absolutely convenient. So
Yeah.
So we just changed it to an evening slot, and then we still have the Saturday one as well. So there's now 2 slots for people to come along and meet us and join us for games and pick up spare commons and uncommons that they don't have and that sort of thing.
We're going to be starting a grab box soon.
So
in the store.
So I've already got one. I just haven't decided whether I'm going to organise it or just let it be like a random pile of stuff. So
the problem with it is if you organise it within a week, it's going to get unorganised, and you're going to have to organise it again. So
no, you're probably right. Yeah. But yes, going on from that. So from what Kev was saying, he's running one on the Sunday the 10th. If you want to get some practice for that, so like there's some good prizes on the line there. You can come to ours on the Saturday, so the Saturday the 9th, so at the Dice Saloon. We'll be doing another sealed event. Ours will be a little bit more casual. So you'll get your 6-packs, and there'll be a 2-pack flat pricing to everyone after the event. So in theory, you'll be able to kind of build a deck, learn how to get to grips with the sealed format, and then you can take that knowledge over to Southampton and go win those booster boxes.
Yes, those potential booster boxes.
well, yeah, that's it. Like if it's up your street, get booking.
I'm just saying, guys, we're like an hour and a half on the train from Brighton. Just
that's not too far. It's not too far.
It's not far at all.
I've done it a couple of times. We've driven over.
Yeah, we'll be driving over.
It's good.
All you guys down in Poole, come on over. Bristol players, come on over.
I will mention actually as well, like I said, like both of us have said that we have recently introduced people to the game, and recently one of our guys, James, who we mentioned quite a lot, he has recently put out an article on his page, Flip Flip Bang Bang, about how to get into the game, and so from what sort of level you're at. So whether you are a mum buying for their child or a friend, and you're not sure what sort of thing they'd want, down to like the competitive player in you. So like what sort of things to start with, and I think that's a really good baseline article to look at for exactly that. Like what do I purchase? Because there are so many things now.
Yeah.
That we've got, and whilst they're all like they're pre-con decks and they're all starter like deck, they're not necessarily starter friendly.
No. And then that's not even getting into the accessories.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I would go check out that if you get the chance, and that's been a real help to some of the people that we've been introducing to the game recently, and and I think it's been getting a lot of good feedback from a lot of people as well. So if you haven't yet, go read that. Go help promote Transformers in your store.
Again, we have a link to Flip Flip Bang Bang in all of our video descriptions, so yeah, follow that and go check out his site.
I think that about rounds up the main topics that we had for today.
That's
Yeah.
kind of, doesn't it?
Do you want to talk
It's
a little
kind
bit
of-
about spoilers before the end? Like,
Actually,
maybe
Yeah,
just
we can.
just name our favorite ones that we've seen, because there's too many to go
Yeah.
over. Like,
Yeah, we can talk about some spoilers and the
Just-
decks that we've been running and stuff. But go on. Sounds like Kev wants something.
just before that, I just want to ask you guys if there was anything we'd rated in Wave 3 that maybe didn't see the level of success we thought it would.
so stuff that we saw when it got spoiled, and we were like, "That's going to be sick," and then it just hasn't seen play.
I mean, we did a whole segment on Bolster.
Yeah.
It's
And
We did.
it's right on the fringes, that card. I feel like
That card,
like
like,
it's definitely seen
I
some
love-
play, but
It's seen some play, but it hasn't really done a lot.
no.
It's
I think
almost
it's
like,
quite specific though. That's the problem. It's only
It was in a couple of the top 8 decks, right, at the Energon Open.
yeah,
Did,
but that's
I believe
Cars, right?
Kevin Allen,
Cars and Shockwave, I believe.
Kevin Allen had it in his deck for the Jankon Open, right?
Yep.
That was in his deck. I think that's like the biggest success it's had. Because I love that card. However,
Yeah, no, we said a lot about it, and I still think it's true. I think it
still
is.
think
It is a big game changer. I think the problem with it that we saw quite quickly was
people playing around
that
some
is-
actions.
well, there's that. It is your action for the turn, and so
Yeah.
there is no like progression of the game state until they hit you,
Mhm.
and you need card draw to really kind of hit both of those pieces, because if you don't have the force field or some other armor in your hand as well as the bolster, it's not nowhere near as good.
No, yeah, sure.
A surprise force field is what you want, and or something. And
We've
if
seen
you've
how
only
good
got
that is. We've seen how good that is with Ramhorn, right?
Yeah, I
well,
was about to say
exactly,
that.
and he's kind of like not necessarily pushed bolster away, but he's definitely made people like maybe reconsider bolster. I would say
he just is bolster.
he is bolster. Yeah, absolutely. And he doesn't means you don't need to play an action.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I also overrated the fudge out of Battlefield Report as well. That was
Yeah, I think
overrated
everyone did
that
though.
so high.
It felt like if you were a blue deck, why would you not have it?
It's because
Yep.
Security Console was and still is so good, and when you compare the two, you're just like, oh, this is just in theory, a better console, or an extra one because you get to play both.
Yeah, you get both triggers.
But the problem is that you don't really need both.
I don't know. Like I still believe, like versus the hand disruption decks, so like Shockwave and co.
Yeah.
I think having those
going
is a
into
good,
this,
is a
like
good option.
that segues us into the spoilers, because Hidden Fortification's just gonna replace that just straight away. That's the one that the secret action that gives tough 3.
Yeah,
That's,
for sure.
That's just going to replace Battlefield Report in every blue deck that is still running it.
I mean, that card is very good.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, giving your defending character Aimless's tough 3 from out of nowhere is pretty solid.
As well as what they've already got on their armor. So, oh look, I've already got 3 extra paddings and a Hidden Fortification. That's tough 6. Cool.
Yeah.
Even if you're coming in swinging, it doesn't matter. We may see Pierce be not necessarily heavier in the main deck, but I'm sure that you'll see Pierce in the sideboard as an out.
Yes.
I just think the amount of black pips that are
I was
coming,
about to say that. They
it's
seem
going to
to
be hard for.
obviously balanced it, or tried to balance it.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for some main deck to not have a black pip in it.
Yeah.
There are just a lot of good cards coming.
I kind of wish that some of these black pips had been in Siege 1.
Yeah.
because the black pips in Siege 1, in comparison, are very underwhelming.
Yeah, I also don't mind it too much because it's like we've kind of been given that little teaser of stuff, and then
Yeah, I understand
here
what
it
they
is
did.
in
They gave us
in
the
full
simple
fruition
ones.
now.
They
Yeah,
gave us the simple to understand ones just to so we could understand how it works mechanically, and now we're getting the more spicy, actual playable black pip cards.
I also really appreciate what they did here with utilizing black pips in conjunction with the mercenary faction. I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah,
Because
like it.
you're automatically going, oh well, I'm playing mercenaries, and a lot of these black pips kind of have synergy with mercenaries. Excellent.
Yeah.
yes,
The best one I think is the well, for me personally, I think is the contract contingency one. I really like that card.
that's the one where
double
you
black pip.
don't kill something, right?
Yeah, it's like you get +2, and if you do 4 or more but don't kill someone, you get to use your bounty. Like, that seems really interesting to me. Because if you're going to be running black pips, then you're probably going to get the 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if that's on a +2 attacker, you're probably getting there, right?
So I'll just play this on deadlock and swing in, and then do my 4, and then draw 2, flip, give him stealth. Seems pretty good.
Seems good.
Yeah, very nice.
I really like Opportune Offensive. I think that's a great card.
Oh,
That's +3, +3. Yeah.
the
very
blue
good.
black pip play only if you have a mercenary on your starting team. One of your Decepticons gets +3 and Pierce 3 to end of turn. Yeah, I like that one as well. Mainly because it's got lockdown on it, but also because it's a great card.
I mean, I think that's brilliant. There are a lot of Decepticon defensive lists that can easily go, yeah, I can run Nightbird instead of this other character. Cool. All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Leaning into I think that's a good one. That's going to be great.
I just think some of the other things that we've already got. So yeah, Nightbird. We've already seen like Soundwave is utilizing Pierce up the wazoo. You've got Trigger Happy. He's the one that I'm probably most excited about off the bat. Going up to Pierce 7 seems pretty legit.
That does
have we seen a good weapon target for him in this set?
I don't know. Anything that gives +2 is fine.
Yeah. What's that new one? No, where is it? There's too many cards to scroll through.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff.
Oh, the black pip one, the crowbar.
Crowbar?
Yeah,
because it scraps though, but
it does scrap.
That's fine. You're going to recur it anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because what breaks cards?
That's probably what you want, actually. You probably want it to scrap, because then you can just flip and get it back easy, and you don't. Just keep the numbers even, right? Because you want the attack and the pierce to be equal to each other. So yeah.
Yeah, equal or higher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Picking up the Disruptor Blade's not a bad thing either.
Yeah, Disruptor Blade's great.
Yeah. There's some really this set looks really good. And
it does.
There's so many cards that I just like. Oh, I can't wait to play with this.
Yeah, like we spoke a couple of weeks ago between ourselves, just saying like, right, okay, so when we do our next podcast, we'll do some spoiler talk, and we'll choose five each. Five characters, five battle cards.
Well, originally it was 5 total. And then
total, okay.
And then it was like, nah, that's way too hard. Let's do 5 of each. And then it was still too hard.
Yeah, like my list was like 10 plus of each.
Yeah.
And I couldn't narrow it down.
I mean, characters I could narrow down a bit better, but battle cards, there's too many. Like, I'm just looking at him now, just scrolling through them, just like straight away. 4-wheel drive, that card seems crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be very limited where that goes, but I think
it's only going to go in like one or two decks, but it's going to make those 1 or 2 decks really good.
Really good. Yeah, absolutely.
Base 7 in a blue deck is nothing to scoff at.
Absolutely.
Especially on 4 or 5 star guys. That seems pretty good.
Yeah, even stuff that's obvious side deck fodder but specifically can counter a deck strategy like hijack is.
Oh yeah, that seems
Good.
really interesting.
I mean, I'm all for side decking having like silver bullet cards. Like, oh, I'm going up against anticipation cards. I will put this card in. We almost had it with Siege 1 with stuff like infiltrate and displacement field. Unfortunately, displacement field wasn't quite good because
Dampening field.
Dampening field, sorry, yeah. Even flipping 4 cards on the attack is still great.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
a hijack is really good. I really like that as you're playing control. Oh, you're playing shockwave. All right, cool. Let's.
I'll draw that card, thank you.
I'll draw that card. Yeah, it's not stupid against shockwave.
Question which might have already been answered and I've missed it. Does that effect last for the rest of the turn, or is it just that one card that they're trying to draw?
I believe it's that
It
first
says
instance.
When revealed, if your opponent would draw a card this turn, you draw.
Oh, this turn. Wow.
Oh, this turn.
Yeah, that's
okay.
great. That's
Oh, so it
good.
happens multiple times. Yeah, sure.
It's good. At the very least, it means they stop playing card draw cards. All right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like that turn. They go, nope, no more card draw for you. All right.
Do you think that's enough to not see Cliff Jumper around?
But against cards, that's real good because that means they're not going to flip anymore. Because they might consider not flipping because they won't get their cards anymore.
Even if they go to play, if you play that down and they go, okay, my turn, draw a card, pep talk. You go, okay, I'll draw 2 cards instead. Like that's brilliant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's very much a sideboard card. I feel.
Yeah.
I think
that's why it's black and green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The green pip is very relevant. We know how good green pips are on actions.
Yeah.
It's hard to see where it will go because you don't know that they're going to play a pep talk or something.
No, you don't.
Equipment enthusiast, you don't know when they're going to play that. But if a character has inbuilt card draw,
That's what I mean.
you
Against
know
cards with Cliff Jumper, that's just that's great.
I think if it's against a character that has inbuilt card draw, or you can see that their game plan is to draw lots of cards.
Yeah, that's
sure.
where it'll shine.
Like that's where it's gonna.
It's also it's a hard counter to this new stupid card.
Daring Escape.
Daring Escape. I have
there aren't many.
Serious beef with this card. How
I think
in
it's
a game
very easy to stop.
In a game when we're doing damage to each other and the aim of the game is to do enough damage to win, how does running away win you the game?
You run away to fight another day.
No.
Yeah.
No.
The article explained it, man. They had to leave Cybertron. Okay. They had to abandon.
Yeah,
Cybertron.
I know they have to leave, but that doesn't mean they win. That means they lost because they're running away.
It's tactical retreat.
No, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. They get to press the advantage and then run away and still win. No, not allowed.
I don't think any decks will be running press and.
No, I don't mean in the same deck. I just mean like in concept.
But it's okay. You can play overwhelming advantage instead and just one-shot them before they leave.
Sure.
Yeah, with the power of pride. I'm gonna kill you with rainbows. Excellent.
I'm really excited for the overwhelming advantage.
I'm excited for
It's
that
a
card
good
too,
card.
but
It's a fun card.
it's a fun card.
I think
it's not a good card. I don't think.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like
I could be wrong.
it's.
But...
I think there are some builds that already exist that are really close to just being able to fit that in.
I mean, you can do it, right? You can do it if you've got enough, because you can do the upgrade part. You can do with 2 cards. Right.
Yeah.
Because if you've got a star 3, you can play Recon Report, which is orange, blue, white. Then you just need any one of
That's
the.
not white. It's just orange, blue.
Yeah.
Recon system's just
white.
orange, blue.
Ah,
You're thinking of fuel cache. You can play fuel cache to find Recon
you can play
system.
full cache.
Yeah.
Okay, there's not a. Yeah,
I think even simpler, you can play things like
It's like
Smoke
backup
cloak.
beam.
you
Smoke
can
cloak.
backup beam if you need to. You've got
backup beam sparring gear.
backup
No,
beam
that's-
sparring
that's
gear.
only
No,
three.
that
That's
only
only
does
three.
three. That only does 3.
Uh,
I worked this out the other day, and
It's a
I
puzzle.
was like, yeah. I think maybe metal detectors in there somewhere.
Oh, metal detector.
remember.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good
Um,
one.
But also, like maybe Master Plan has a
Master
use
Plan
now.
is made for that deck.
So you
Oh,
can.
well, you might not need Master Plan because
I don't think you need it.
You don't
So,
need it,
like
but
it gives you
Major
up to
Shockwave
plan.
already lets you look at the top card of your deck, so you can see what's coming. You know what's going to be there, and if it's not what you want, you draw it or equip it or whatever, and then you keep going until you see
because
that card that you need.
I see Master
and
Plan being
go.
great because you don't have to then run a full team of Decepticons. Because with Overwhelming Advantage, it's for each Decepticon you have on the battlefield plan one, right? So
Yeah.
that's not that good if you only have one left. Whereas Master Plan, you can stack like 6 cards, and then you're gonna lose a couple of those in defensive flip. But if you stack it right, you're without a white, then you're not. If you know what I mean, you can plan like 2 turns ahead.
No, yeah, I hear you.
Maybe. It's definitely an interesting card, and yes.
Yeah, I don't think you have to go too far out of your way to make it work.
It's gonna happen. People are gonna do it.
Yeah,
It's just how easy
I mean-
and consistently are people going to do it.
James is going to do it.
Yeah, James is definitely going to do it.
Yeah, I mean he's already done the Daring Escape, so he's going
just
to.
gonna be like, right, taste the
Try this.
rainbow. Excellent.
We're just
Nah,
going to call it
it's
skills.
cool. Yeah, the skills. Why not? There's some really nice star cards here.
Yeah,
I really like Heroic Resolve.
yeah. You really do like that card. I'm not sure, but that's just because it's a star card.
Yeah,
Don't get
I'm
me
not
wrong,
sure on star cards yet.
Its
but-
ability is super powerful. I totally agree with you and see where you're coming from. But the fact that it's a star card.
I mean, it's a star card that says you don't lose the game this turn. Like, that's very relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, liking that. Whether or not you're going to want to cripple yourself star-wise in your starting lineup is a different
That's the
question.
thing. Like at the moment,
if I'm playing Autobots and I have a star 3,
is that going to be your go-to?
probably going to be one of the go-tos. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah, it's just that's my problem is that most teams that do have star space, it's only like 1, maybe 2,
Yes.
and
Yeah,
running it as a one-off doesn't really feel worth it. But I don't know.
No, it probably doesn't. But 2 off, 3 off. If you
Yeah.
want to hamper yourself that much, you know.
I think if you can have at least 2 copies of it, then it's definitely worth it.
Yep.
so let's play Valuable Contract then,
Yeah.
and then you get your star
more,
cards
get more.
easier.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier before we started that with Triptychon. That seems
Yeah.
very fun.
Yeah, potentially. Get your Relentless Invasions back.
Yeah.
Relentless Assault, whichever one it is. You know the one.
It is Invasion. You were right.
It is Invasion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you can have infinite of them in your outside of the game board, so you could just keep recurring them, bringing your guys back, putting them underneath.
Sure.
Forever.
I mean, if you trigger it enough, yeah.
Yeah.
If
In
you
theory.
triggered it more than 3 times, you've probably won.
I don't know, unless you're playing against Superion or something.
Sure. Okay.
But yeah, no, that card does seem super interesting. The fact
know
that
what
cards have bounties as well, that's pretty crazy.
You know what doesn't seem super interesting?
What?
Energy transfer.
Oh no, come on, that seems like the most fun in the world. Who doesn't want to take damage off Scrapnel and put it onto Ransack?
That's not interesting. That's just obviously good.
It seems super interesting. What are you talking about?
I think Kevin just wanted a response. that-
I know.
That was definitely a plant.
I'm going to feel very sad when I'm like, 6 damage on Scrapnel. I can kill him next turn. This is going good. And they go, energy transfer. And I go,
Just going to move that over to Ransack.
That's what.
And then I'm going to flip Ransack, and then I'm going to give him a grenade launcher, and then I'm going to give him a supercharge. No, you can't do that because you played energy transfer.
But I think that,
Yeah.
everything else is fine.
Yeah, just
And now we've still got to do 7 damage to
he's
Scrapnel
6,
again.
Make him 10. Yeah, sweet, cool, boom.
It is a good card, and enabling reactivating safeguard is going to be very relevant.
Yeah, also for that, that's
Yeah.
really good. There's a couple of safeguard enablers, but yeah, I think that's a really good one.
I'm intrigued to try out some of the healing mechanics / safeguard shenanigans.
I
Again,
really like Safeguard. I really like it.
I think I like it. I'm concerned because of direct damage,
Yeah,
but I want to see it work. And
I like it if you have more than
yeah.
one. You have to have more than one character with it in your team, I think, for it to be
Potentially.
effective.
But unarmed hovercraft still stops 2.
Yeah. True.
So or stops all the others. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Yes.
What about
Armed hovercraft will
Yeah.
make you sad.
yeah. What about wielding 2 flashy guns? Does that sound cool to you? Would you like to
Dual
wield?
wielding?
Yeah.
I will dual wield every day.
Yeah.
I will happily
Blue
do
or
it.
orange, like that's amazing.
Yeah, that card seems pretty good.
I get to play a free card, right? That's brilliant.
Yeah,
My-
obviously
my
it only
only
works for mercenaries, but yeah.
Well,
still
the only caveat is that you have one on your team. Is
no,
that
no,
right?
no. Dual wield is one of your characters gets an extra weapon slot until end of turn. If that character is a
Oh,
mercenary,
and if it's on
you can play one from
Sure.
scratch.
Fine. That's still not really a downside.
No,
That's
but
that's still amazing.
That is great.
I'll have an extra grenade launcher that's only going to fall off anyway. That's
Yeah.
fine.
sure.
Yeah, in orange, that's obviously a go-to. In blue, putting on, another
Energonics.
armed hovercraft from the bin's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, that seems really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, an axe. Disruptor blade. We
yeah.
already spoke about that.
Means you don't have to overwrite your primary weapon.
Yeah. Anything that would fall off normally, I think, is like that's good.
Or just like a one-use thing like armed hovercraft. Like that's perfect.
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah. All
That's
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Interesting.
recurring, like because you could recur it, right? You just go, okay, well, I'll do it again next turn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or if you're playing trigger happy, you're like, okay, well, I can play dual wield
Ooh.
and trigger happy. That's 2 ways of recurring an armed hovercraft from my bin.
Wait, what are they? What are they? What are you? You're a car. You're a car.
Oh, he's thinking of something.
You're a truck. And a plane. Ooh, Octone works. Of course Octone works, he's a plane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dual
you're thinking
wield
of the-
this multi-missile pod onto my character, and then next turn I'm gonna dual wield another. No, that doesn't work.
Not really.
Because you could have one in one slot, right? And you can dual wield another one onto the other slot, and then attack and scrap both and still get the effect, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to try that, there's the other one. There's the holster. Is that right?
Holster. Oh, shoulder holster.
Shoulder holster. I think that gives you an extra weapon. Is that right?
Extra weapon slot, yeah. And
Yeah.
when you put
And
it
that's
on...
a permanent weapon slot.
Yeah, that's probably better. But no, yeah, that's probably better for other things. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking of weird interactions with multi-missile pod because that's probably my favourite card so far, battle card wise. That's been spoiled.
You were really unsure about that when that first got revealed.
But that's because I wasn't sure whether it was going to be the same as Focus Fire. And then as soon as they were like, yes, it's the same as Focus Fire, I was like, yeah, that's real good. Because 6 to everyone is way better than 3 to everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still going to be hard, but I think
I think even just
Superior on it's great.
I think even getting 2 of them
Yeah.
on a bot is fine. Like firing for 3 to everyone is still fine.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 3 to everyone from 2 is much better than having to get all 3. That was what I was worried about.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah, Superion, like, whoever you're attacking with last, just start loading them up from the beginning of the game. I'll put this one on him, cool. Then I'll put another one on him, and then I'll put another one on him. And then before you combine, the turn before you combine, attack with them, scrap all 3 of them, do 6 to everyone. And then your next turn when you combine, you probably only got 1 guy left. And then you can do 3 to him and finish him off with a Pierce. That's my thinking. Whether that will happen in practice or not, we'll see.
Yeah.
But that's battle cards. There's a lot.
I was just saying that's just battle
That's
cards.
just battle cards. What about you mentioned Nightbird earlier.
Yeah, Nightbird's really fun.
I like Nightbird. Really
I think
good choice.
you can get her bounty off.
Really good choice for the release promo as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems very playable. I think a lot of people will have a lot of fun with her for a while.
I mean, we all know that I'm excited about Triptychon, so we won't dwell on that for too long. But yeah, that guy's going to be super fun. I just don't know exactly how I'm going to build him yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited for a lot of those mercenaries that came out.
Yeah, mercenaries. Yeah. For me, it's Deadlock and Lockdown. Those two I'm looking at as a team.
Yeah, Deadlock and Lockdown are great. For sure.
Deadlock I was really unsure about at first, but I just completely missed that his bounty is flip and draw 2 cards. I'd missed the flip. And then now it makes a lot more sense.
But yeah, Deadlock
He's
just seems good like without his bounty as well. I feel like him with a Battle Master is great. So
yeah, I think Battle Masters are the way to play him.
Yeah, on your first turn, flip him, send your Battle Master. On your next turn, flip him back to give him stealth, and then send him in, so they have to get the Battle Master. Seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Obviously, it only works if they're not playing mercenaries, though. So we'll see how popular the mercenaries are, and then go from there. He might end up being just a sideboard character for that reason.
Yeah, I think like Kevin mentioned that a lot of them are quite expensive. As in like if you've got them on a team, they're probably your signature character.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to do a lot of work around that character.
I mean, for me personally, I've got my double wheeljack list with captain and regular wheeljack. So he slots in there perfectly as a sideboard character because they're both 9. So I can just take one of them out and bring him in.
Who's that? Sorry, Deadlock.
Deadlock, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
And he's similar stats to those guys as well. He's got less defense, but
yeah, that's fine.
He's still got the 5 attack, which is what I'm worried about in that deck because it's an aggro orange deck. So
nice.
Who else? Who else are you guys excited for?
Barricade.
Yeah.
He's nice.
I can't believe he's a common.
There's so many good commons.
So many good commons
in this set, I think.
Yeah. His artwork is just so nice in alt mode as well.
Yeah. Very nice.
Mirage as well. Another very good common. If
Yeah.
you're playing secret actions, a free tough 2. That seems alright.
Yeah.
Seems alright.
And 7 stars? Yeah.
Is he only 7?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's good.
13 health.
13 health for a 7-star is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems pretty good.
Green light's really interesting to me. Because
green light's really cool.
I can't tell whether that's good or not. The green get +1. It feels good because it's just, I'm going to play press and I'm going to get +3. That seems pretty good.
So I think of this.
So sorry, carry on.
Attack drones.
Oh, yes.
Or
yes.
So that's +3, right?
Yeah.
So she suddenly becomes a 10.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Extra padding.
Or extra paddings for a +3.
Oh, it's just a green card. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so you can play multiples. It's the other ability
I thought it was
I'm
a green
intrigued
action.
by.
Sorry.
No, yeah, green card. So it's her stuff not being removed.
Yeah,
once it's played.
Yeah,
that's
that makes way more sense now.
I'm interested by.
So you could have 3 extra paddings on her.
Yeah.
And then 3 attack drones, right? In an ideal world.
She's like a mini Sergeant Hound.
And then you flip her down, and you're like, okay, deal with it. Like,
disarm. That's your only option, and it doesn't do anything. It does is get rid of him, and then they play him again. It literally does nothing. It gets rid of the paddings for your attack. That's it.
And hey, she's a car, so you could start your engines. So you could play. You could play your 3 green cards, and you could start your engines. And
yeah,
she's the other 8-star card as well. So
yeah,
if you don't have a cliff jumper, maybe she's your answer.
Yeah.
She's not as obviously powerful, but there's definitely some utility there. Yeah, she's a specialist. There's some utility.
She's not
specialist too. Yeah.
She's safeguard.
She's not cliff jumper.
No, for sure. Like I'm not saying that she is, but it's she's not a million miles away from.
She is very cool. I actually had a game against her last night one of my local players had proxied up some cards for wave 4, and
Yeah.
the ability to not scrap her stuff was actually very annoying.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. Like you were saying earlier that Simon runs a lot of removal.
Yep.
Green light's your sideboard option, right?
Hey. And 8 stars is good, and like those stats are solid for an 8-star character. You know.
Yeah.
I think they're okay. I think if the safeguard works, then yeah, I can agree.
If you can slap a decent, like she's obviously better in blue, right? So if you slap like some paddings on her, or a plating, or a sparring gear, it's not going to get killed, and you might then just not take any damage, right? So if you don't take any damage, you're like, oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure that she is better in blue. My thought. I think there's reasons for both. My thought on safeguard is aggro. It's there as a free force field.
Yeah.
I think that's the intention. But I can understand against like a Battlefield Legend strength character, you're going to take more than 3. So again, even in blue, it's still good.
Mm-hmm.
I just think there's a lot more, apart from press, obviously, the green cards for her other ability are more relevant to blue. The green-blue cards are more relevant than the green ones.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Apart from press, because that's a great card.
What do you guys think about the... Sorry, did you have something else to say before you finish?
I was just as a finisher on what Kevin's saying. What about if you then just want to play a load of focus fires?
Yeah.
Mm.
That is definitely a card you could play.
Yep. I forgot about that one. I was going to ask, what do you guys think of the little guys, the patrols that have been spoiled?
The patrols interest me.
Yeah, same.
And I think like from what you were saying about 4-wheel drive, the off-road patrol immediately jump out as something really interesting. I hope that there's something for the others.
Yeah, I kind of want to see something for cars, but I would also understand why they wouldn't give something to cars.
Exactly. Yeah.
They've been very careful with not printing anything that's obviously good in the top stuff right now.
Yeah, no, it's just because I want the sport. I kind of want to play the sports car patrol just because I love Decepticars, but the off-road patrol just seems better because you have 4-wheel drive. So,
have we had all of the patrols spoiled now?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure if there's a way for me to tell. I don't know, maybe.
I'm not sure.
There's 2 off-road patrols, 2 sports car patrols, 2 battle patrols, 2 spy patrols, 1 rescue patrol, 1 airstrike patrol. So maybe 1 more of those?
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the airstrike patrol.
I kind of like the idea of playing, 4 or 5 tiny little cars and like standing them and playing like blue black or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like Pierce, just 5 wide Pierce. Sure.
5 wide.
Yeah, I think
to stand. That seems good.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with the ability of Blackjack, where it's like every time you untap, you heal. Okay, cool.
Yep. And like with the battle patrol, that every time they tap, they do a damage.
Yeah,
like, that seems pretty good.
That seems really good too, because they want to be orange and they're going to be attacking, so they're going to be tapping.
Yeah. The hero type characters that they've got all seem very good and integral to their team. It's more the
patrol just looks most powerful because of 4-wheel drive. Like that card just seems so obviously good.
It's the thing that's made for them, isn't it?
Exactly. That's why I'm interested to see if we've got something coming.
If we get something else for the others,
it might as well say your off-road patrol truck gets.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, there's some fringe other cases I think that it's useful on. I think in most instances it's a +3, so probably just better off playing a leap.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think there might be some that are strength 3. So
what's the base attack of the starter set Iron?
I
don't know.
want to say 4. I want to
me-
say 4, but I'm not 100%.
Let me open the app. Probably hear it opening. No, it's on mute.
I think primes are 3 though in the starter.
Starter set. Wave 1. Ironhide. He is 3 in alt mode, 4 in bot mode. Yeah, so 3.
Okay, so
So yeah, there you go.
+4 is on a blue pip is pretty good,
Yeah.
and then he can play his gun. Like,
Well, the thing is, can't you play it then flip him? Oh no, that doesn't work. No, it's not. No, it's not a +4. Sorry, I was thinking it's a +4. It's not.
No,
I was thinking it
no,
as a +4, not a base 7. Yeah.
It sets his base to 7.
Yeah, it sets its base. Okay, yeah. Never mind.
but it doesn't work if you flip him to bot mode. It's until the end of the turn. Its base is 7 as long as it's still a truck.
Is that
Oh
actually
yeah,
what
so
it
it's
says?
4.
Does it say as long as it? Oh, it does say as long as it's still a truck.
So it's 4 attacking in truck mode.
Yep, cool.
But you can still play cargo trailer.
You can.
Yeah, that's a card that exists. Yeah.
If it had a green pip, maybe.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really fun stuff. It's going to be really cool. The game's going to get a lot more depth, I think. And,
Yeah, there's so many new options. I mean, like Drew said it, and I didn't think he was saying it as literally as he said it, but he was like, "Oh yeah, we're excited to introduce new strategies and gameplay and ways to win in the new set." And I was thinking, they can't introduce that much. They're not introducing anything completely new, like a pip or anything. And then they just,
Well, I think also like
here's all these double
he's
black
like-
pips. Here's all these other things. Here's this card which wins the game by running away. Here's this card which stacks rainbows and does 15. It's like, okay, cool. This is a whole new way to play the game. Sweet.
he's also like head of the brand, right? So whenever he
Yeah,
says
yeah.
like we're introducing all these new things, of course you are, and of course you're going to say that. So yeah, you don't know how.
That's
how
what I mean. Yeah,
True,
you don't know.
true that actually
Yeah.
is.
But yeah, as soon as I saw Daring Escape, I was like, that's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Yep. And adding a third faction is really cool. Will they add to it in set 5? Who knows? For now,
I don't know.
we've got a few-
We'll see,
a few little
because-
characters who can
We'll be leaving Siege.
will be leaving Siege.
Yeah, well,
the war has been won.
Yeah. Well, has it? Because apparently you win by running away.
No. Well, look, Megatron's sitting on a throne.
Well, this is
He obviously
this
won.
is this is my problem with Daring Escape. How is Lord Megatron sitting on the throne as a winner when Daring Escape allows you to win the game by running away? That doesn't make sense.
Stop. I think you should stop thinking too hard.
Am I thinking too logically?
I think so.
But
Also,
isn't that what you want? Logical thinking.
Do we know for a fact that Siege 2 is the last set of the Siege?
Yes.
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 So it's not the last of War of Cybertron,
No.
but it is the last of Siege.
Yeah. So they
At least for now.
He said that they split Siege into 2 parts just for the card game, and from that we can infer that they will do the same with Earthrise, which we now know the name of. So it'll be War for Cybertron, Earthrise 1, and Earthrise 2, I would assume.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But not the next wave. The
But
next
not
wave's
for
something
not for a
different.
while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be wave 6, I guess.
At least the next wave is something else. We
Yeah.
could be beyond that too.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
Beast Wars, Beast Wars.
No comment.
Yeah, I really. This is cool. Like the set's great. They've done a really good job. The artwork is phenomenal as well.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
artwork
art's
is
great.
incredible.
It's very good on the battle cards as well. Like seeing some of the
I
classic.
just love the color palettes that they've chosen. Like they're so
Yeah.
nice.
So nice.
Just a
obviously-
good return for the IDW artists as well.
Yeah.
And they've they've put a couple of characters in here from various iterations of the show as well. I know some of the mercenaries are from different shows. Obviously, Lockdown first appeared in Prime.
I don't know where he first appeared.
I'm not sure. Like, I
Yeah.
know he's in the IDW series, and I think he's in animated.
Yeah, he's
Um,
animated.
Yeah, so I think
maybe,
they're
And obviously
yeah,
in
it was
Bayverse.
Animated was first, wasn't it? Yeah.
sure. Yes, in Bayverse.
Animated was first. That's right. Mudflap is from Cybertron.
Yeah, he's from the Cybertron trilogy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on that one.
So so they as they're continuing to just pick a couple of bots here and there from
Yeah.
different places in the legacy, which is nice.
So
You keep giving us Deadlock, but no Drift.
yeah, but whatever. Deadlock's better. I'll take a mercenary Deadlock over an Autobot Drift any day.
What do you think of the triple changes? Obviously, we've got 3 in this set.
Yeah, I mean,
It looks like they've learned from their first run at it with Springer and Blitzwing.
sure. For me,
They're
I don't
definitely
really know.
more interesting.
Yeah, they are more interesting, but I still can't see myself playing any of them because just that play pattern just doesn't interest me. But
Sure.
that's just me.
I'm very excited for Octone.
Yeah, he looks amazing in sealed.
I think they all look good in sealed. I think Octone actually could be considered to have a place in constructed.
Yeah.
Very cool.
He's going to be the
I
hardest
think-
one to find, though, obviously.
Yeah, he is the hardest one to find. Just flipping. Like, doesn't matter who I'm against, you're going to be taking the damage. And his bounty ability to deal with more damage. And yeah, it can be very good.
Yeah. Like, that's the problem. My problem is that the only triple changer I like in like the lore as a character is Astro Train. But
Yep.
It's like a truck in this one.
Yeah, he does. He seems pretty good, but I don't know. Yeah,
I think he requires a lot of setup.
Yeah, there's nothing there that's like grabbing me.
In sealed, I'm going to be very scared if I'm sat across with him, because as a beat stick, he is pretty scary.
Oh yeah, sorry, no, he's the one that I was thinking is good for sealed. He's the +3. Yeah, that's
he just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
with every upgrade.
Yeah, he's Voltron, Captain Voltron.
Yeah, if you can get that to land, that's gonna be very scary very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But I think even with very minor upgrades, he's quite relevant.
Yeah, definitely.
What removal have we seen in Siege 2 so far?
That's a good point.
There hasn't been
what upgrade removal?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. So in sealed, Astro Chain is only just going to get bigger.
I'm having a quick scan through, and I can't see.
And I think he's a common.
He is a common, yeah.
There does appear to be a distinct lack of scrappage.
No, there is none that I can see.
Wow.
But there are still some to come.
Maybe they're still to come. Maybe they're still to come.
It has to. They can't have a set which they want to use for sealed events with no removal in it.
Yeah. That would, especially, come on. Yeah, there's got to be something.
I mean,
how many battle cards have we got left? There's only 9. Oh no.
There aren't many.
Well, there's going to have to be something, and it's probably going to be Black Pip, I would assume. No, we've already had that. We've had Dismantle, right?
Yeah, Dismantle. So it could happen again.
Unless they are very much doing
White Pip? Have we had a White Pip upgrade removal? I guess we've got like Personal Targeting Drone and Crushing Size. Crash. Sorry. What was that?
I would be, in which case, if there isn't any going to be in the set, I would probably want my sealed events to be 3 Siege 2 then, because you have to have something to counter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, let's not count our chickens too early. Like we've got
No. Yeah. We've got nine more battle cards to come.
9 cards to reveal.
We've got 4 more weeks of spoiler season. All right, 4 more weeks.
Oh god, does that mean we're gonna get 2 battle cards a week now? Is that it?
Have we done all the bots? Are all the bots done?
No,
The only
I
ones.
think there's about 11 of those left. I think
There's 12
12. There we go.
and 3 promos.
Yeah, that's because there's 7, right?
Oh no, wait, they probably haven't updated that with the Golden Runner Bros. That's probably what those 3 are, right?
Okay.
It's probably the Golden Runner Bros and Roadhugger.
Roadhugger.
And Nightbird.
Nightbird's already
Yeah,
there.
okay.
And then
I thought you said P7 though. I'm pretty sure I saw
Nightbird
of,
does say P7, yes.
so that would mean that there'd be 7 promos.
So the 3 that we've seen, the ones I just mentioned, Runner Bros and Roadhugger.
Yeah.
Then, yeah. Oh wait, is she? Does it say 19? Does it? Oh, it does say. I don't know. Now I'm confused.
So maybe.
Oh no,
more.
it says Wave 3P. It says Wave 3P.
Okay.
So she's the last one of this set of promos. So that would be the first 3
I
3 that we
see.
got, right? That still doesn't make 7.
guess. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Why is she Wave 3P? Shouldn't she be Wave 4P? P1? Because she's the release date.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a mistake on the render.
Ah, well, we'll find out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll find out soon, I'm sure.
But yeah, Golden Runner Bros and Golden Roadhugger for the.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Golden Runner Bros.
It's quite cool.
Or the Golden Lovers, as I've now dubbed them
Oh
in
yeah.
true wrestling style.
I don't blame you. I'm sorry. Kota Ibushi is the most gorgeous man on the planet. It's not fair. Okay? How he can be that perfect, it's not fair. He's literally maxed out every stat and has no minuses. He's maxed out in charisma, in athleticism, in appearance, everything. Good grief. It's not fair, Kota. God damn.
Yeah. So I think that the last 2 characters that we should mention are the 2 obvious ones, right? The Lord and the General. What do you guys think about them?
Yeah. I think we mentioned them in the last podcast.
Yeah.
But I think they are still both very exciting.
Now that we have their fully updated stats.
Yes. Yeah.
I think they are going to
Wreak havoc.
There's going to be. I don't know about the General because that 15 stars is a lot.
But 21 health is also a lot.
Yeah, but it just means that your options are limited. You either go 2 wide with a 10-star, which is totally doable. Right, fair.
Yeah.
Or you go 3 wide with 2 5s, and I don't know. It sounds good, but it also sounds like you're literally relying on Optimus Prime to do anything because you're 2.
Yeah, he's doing all the heavy lifting. Whoever you pair him up with.
He's heavy.
It's him, Fireflight, and Skydive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Skydive and Fireflight.
Yes.
Yes.
Aren't going to do anything, right? So
No.
you're like, okay. So General Optimus is going to do the heavy lifting, and those 2 are just distractions. I get it. That's fine. Can one bot carry your entire game? I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
If any bot can
We'll
do
see.
it, it's this guy. But
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you get him to 33 health, then you're golden, right?
Yeah.
He's like Metroplex levels.
there are other good utilities as well.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah,
There are.
of course.
You
Also, the obvious one is just Matrix. You just get free Matrixes.
Yeah.
You flip him, get your trigger, and just play him for free. It's like, cool, sweet. Free Matrix.
you have to play Matrix and roll out anyway, right?
Yeah.
You're going to want to roll out him because you might get a free action off of it.
Mm-hmm.
plus double pips, you know. Or you could play Optimus Prime and 10 star cards. Go for
Just 3 fuel cache, 3 recon system.
it.
Oh, is this the the Optimus that wants all the star cards? Interesting.
You could play Ultra Magnus Armor if you really want.
You could play 3 Ultra
You
Magnus.
could. No, you can only play one. I mean, you can have
Why?
3 in the deck, but you can only play.
Yeah, you
He's
can
only
have 3 in
got.
the
He's
deck.
got 3 utility.
Yeah, I know,
He's
but
only
you
got
can have 3
one
in the
armor.
deck. 'cause-
Yeah, you can have 3 in the deck. Yeah.
You could.
It would use up a lot of your stars, though.
Could you imagine, right? If they like, oh yeah, I'm finally going to kill Optimus, and you're like, okay, cool, you've killed him, heroic resolve, he's not dead.
Oh, God.
Uh,
That feels so bad.
yeah, I mean, he's going to be really fun to toy about with, and he looks like a you know, a real tough dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
He's a big lad.
Real tough dude.
I'm not sure. I still think Megatron's great, but I'm still not sure how great. His ability seems really good to me.
I really like Megatron. I think that Megatron's got a lot of legs.
Yeah.
Just bring it on. I just want new cards now, please. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Can it be
Can we have them 4 weeks early, please?
Let's go. Yep.
Just the setup with him and Aimless and like seems crazy to me. If you get the reshuffle trigger, like you don't even need the reshuffle trigger. You can just attack in alt mode and just swing big, right, and get the blue trigger. But if they do reshuffle, then they're taking 10 direct damage before attack damage.
Yep.
Seems pretty
Yep.
good.
Yep. And you just play all of the defense buffs, and you go, cool. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
He's basically got his own built-in overwhelming advantage.
Yeah.
Don't need to play the rainbow for this guy.
No. Just play blue, play Aimless. We're good.
Yeah. Or play orange and just have even more damage.
Yeah, true. The problem is obviously the star cost, like 12, is a bit awkward, but it's better than 13. So
It's better than 13.
Yeah, I can see the general Megatron list, Mondo's list, easily being able to make some changes to make this guy a thing. You're going to want the escape routes. You just need to maybe change the tough paddings for a static defense armor instead, maybe reflex circuits or something better.
Or he's a tank, so maybe
Hunker
the
down.
composite armor.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Or hunker down and composite armor.
yeah.
Composite armor, that's right. Composite armor.
Oh yeah, that new one, the new tasty one.
For +1, +3.
Yeah,
maybe-
that's
you
real
could-
good.
You could run a battle master that gives him plus
What you mean?
defense.
Vanguard,
You mean like Vanguard
Yeah.
or Needler?
Needler.
Or,
I forgot about
or
Needler.
you could play him with Brunt.
Ooh, you
Brunt?
could.
Yeah.
That's kind
That's
of risky
23. So you got 2 stars.
That is risky. I'm not suggesting that's going to be good, but you could, right? And
Yeah.
Brunt, I believe, gives you
though. +3,
plus
+2.
+3, +2. There you go. Doing both things because you want to buff both stats at the same time, ideally.
Yep.
Yeah, what do you guys think of those 2-part weaponizers?
Brunt, I'm not sure on yet. I want to see it in action.
They're very interesting, and I love the concept. But
Yeah.
you're like you've got one's the Autobot one's 9, 6 guns 9, and Brunt's 11. which
11's too
are-
much. I think 11's too much.
I think 11's too much. Yes.
It's too much to
like
commit to
immediately of the
for
2,
one character.
I think.
Yeah.
But you then
I
have
think
to,
immediately of the 2, 6 gun is currently like immediately
Yeah.
just seems good on paper.
just seems good on paper. Yeah.
He's
I
got
mean,
essentially the same stats, but a lower star cost. The
Who's,
only downside is you don't get the defense when he dies. Well, you do get the defense when he dies. How much do you get? You don't.
you don't. No, you just get +4 and PS4.
That's pretty good though.
It's pretty good. Do you know who likes I mean, who likes being the last bot standing?
I don't know.
Maybe super rare Bumblebee's going to come back.
Ooh. Super rare Bumblebee. I don't know. I don't like that card, but that's just me. I just think Wave 2B is just better. But
Oh yeah, in every way.
yeah.
But, like
We want to use our super rares, damn it.
yeah, I mean,
Just as well I wasn't playing in Wave 1 then. I don't have all these
that
stupid
likes to be
Bumblebees
the
lying
last
around.
bot standing. This bot, splits into weapons on him. That seems solid.
Yeah, definitely.
You then get to run a 6-star third guy. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. That's harking back to the old Wave 1 build, isn't it? So that was Wheeljack and Prowl.
You could be I mean,
Same stars.
You could be Bumblebee, 6-gun, and Prowl. There you go. That seems fine. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Cool. Well, I think that wraps up all the cards that we want to talk about, right? Unless you guys have any
Yeah, I mean, we
last
trailed
minute
off
ones.
there.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's fine. As we said, there's a lot of cards, so there's no point in going through every single one individually.
Yeah, we'll just shout out the ones that we like the sound of.
Exactly.
And I still haven't finished.
No, there's still more we could talk about, but we should call it a day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Cool.
We've been prattling
So
on quite a lot.
you've already plugged the release events.
Yep.
Is there anything in
So-
between now and then?
So release events on the 9th for Dice Saloon, on the 10th for Southampton at Bitsy, and then for ourselves again at Dice Saloon, we'll be doing what will essentially be the final constructed event for Siege 1.
Yeah.
That will be on the 26th of October.
Okay, cool.
We've got our final constructed for Wave 3 meta on the 27th of October.
Nice.
Oh, look.
Wow. Look at that. Finish off the season in style, have a weekend of it, and then 2 weeks later, crack open your packs and do it again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Party time.
Party time.
Yeah, really excited going forward. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just,
Cool.
Watsy, notice me.
Notice us.
Give us
Senpai.
give us some big events.
Yeah, give us some events. Yeah, that's all we want. Really, we just want the game to do better and the player base to get bigger, so that we can meet up more often with the rest of the UK. Basically, that's all we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a great community. We found this out at the EU Open. The amount of content that the UK are producing now is awesome. Like,
Yeah.
really
good to see.
ramped up. It's good to see. So let's get some more events and just keep plugging it.
Yep, sounds good. Well, I don't have anything else to say. So if you want to sign us out, Kevin.
No.
Yeah. Thanks very much for listening, everyone. I hope we've enjoyed you. We've given you some enjoyment over the last hour or so. But with that, it is a goodbye from me.
And a goodbye from him.
And a goodbye from him.
Did it! We got there. Take care, everyone.